Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Dinosaur Channel. My name is Tal, and this is your place on the internet for all things dinosaur and prehistoric. Today we're going to be covering an episode all about the Hamalocephale. Before we do that, make sure that you leave us a dino-sized thumbs up and comment down below a dinosaur or prehistoric creature that you would like to see us cover in the future. Also, turn on those notifications so you don't miss a single episode of our Dino Quick Dive series. With that being said, let's jump into the Hamalocephale. So the name Hamalocephale comes from a combination of two Greek words that mean even head, because, well, this dino had a flat skull. So where and when did our flat-headed friend live? The Hamalocephale lived during the late Cretaceous period, about 83.6 million years ago to 66 million years ago, in what is now Mongolia. So what did the Hamalocephale look like? This dinosaur is noted for sporting a flat, wedge-shaped skull roof and an unusually broad pelvis. It had leaf-shaped teeth and a short tail. Its forelimbs were shorter than its hind legs, which had led to the belief that the Hamalocephale walked on its hind legs, but held its back level to the ground. It could grow up to 2.9 feet or 0.87 meters and 5.9 to 10 feet or 1.8 meters long. The average Hamalocephale estimated to have weighed 95 pounds or 43 kilograms. The Hamalocephale belongs to the order Ornithischia. This is an order that's extinct, mainly made up of herbivorous dinosaurs, characterized by a small pelvic structure superficially similar to that of birds. Now, this dinosaur is believed to be a fast runner based on its long hind legs, and I'm here imagining something like a reptilian roadrunner running across the prehistoric forests of Mongolia. Let's talk about its skull. The Hamalocephale had a flat skull that gently sloped down to its mouth. From the side and the back of the tough shield on its head grew bony nodules and short spikes. There were also huge eye sockets on the skull, which could be because the dinosaur had large eyes. Its skull was discovered to have a large area where the olfactory nerve, the nerve that was used for smelling, would have been. The Hamalocephale would have had a very good sense of smell, which probably would have been helpful in detecting predators that were nearby, enabling this dinosaur to efficiently escape. This creature was once regarded as the juvenile form of another species of Pachycephalosaur, the dome-headed Prenocephale. This speculation was based on the idea that juvenile Prenocephales had a flat head and would have developed a dome once it reached its adult stage. This is similar to the whole debate between Pachycephalosaurus, Stygimoloch, and Dracorex. And the Hamalocephale was also discovered in the same locality where fossils of the Prenocephale were found, which was the Nenget Formation. It's hard to pronounce, but a lot of cool fossils have been found there. Thus the confusion. However, the debate around this was settled in 2018 when paleontologist David Evans and his team recovered juvenile specimens of the Prenocephale from the site and found that even young Prenocephale had a rather domed skull. This proved that Hamalocephale are a separate genus of dinosaur. As for its broad pelvis, this led to some paleontologists to suggest that the wide hips were for giving birth to live young, instead of by laying eggs, like almost all other dinosaur species. However, this is just pure speculation since there is no further proof that Hamalocephale did give birth to live young, as most things in paleontology. Other paleontologists have also suggested that the wide hips would have allowed the internal organs to sit further back in the body, protecting its vital organs from harm when it flank-butted or hit the sides of other dinosaurs. This is such a cool feature to have. I'm on tonight, but my hips don't lie. You know, it's like the dinosaur's hips don't lie because its organs are protected in the back of its body. It's relevant and cool. So how did the Hamalocephale get famous, you might ask? Or did it really get famous? While it didn't appear in any of the Jurassic Park franchise movies, it did appear in the video games. You can see this dinosaur in Jurassic Park 3 Park Builder, Jurassic Park Operation Genesis, Jurassic Park Explorer, and of course, Jurassic World Evolution 1 and Jurassic World Evolution 2. As for the diet and behavior, our dear dino was an herbivore, and thus its diet would have consisted of soft plants, fruits, and seeds. Prehistoric Mongolia would have probably been a lush jungle, forest, giving the Hamalocephale plenty of vegetation to feed on. It also would have been a herding dinosaur that lived in groups, either with its kind or coexisted with other herbivorous dinosaur species. But this is not certain since no bone bed formations of Hamalocephale have been found yet. And what is a bone bed? A bone bed is a geological deposit containing large quantities of fossilized animal remains, such as bones, teeth, scales, etc. It is not certain whether these dinosaurs were particularly aggressive, but they do do belong to a group of dinosaurs that have thick skulls and are known to headbutt each other. However, paleontologist Mark Goodwin analyzed many Pachycephalosaurus skulls and found no evidence of healed scars. Also, under close analysis, the thick skull bone of the Hamalocephale was not rigid and solid, but porous and fragile when put under extreme pressure. So it was more likely that the Hamalocephale butted other animals' sides rather than their heads, which is a ridiculous concept, but I love it so much. Can you just imagine this little dinosaur asshole going like butting heads? Just like a random ceratopsian in the jungles of Mongolia just butting their head out of nowhere. Like, doesn't even do it to its own kind. It just wants to attack other dinosaurs because it's aggressive and angry that it's so small. I find this so funny. This flank butting would inflict damage on the other animal and not injure our dino. Something like this, like just that to a ceratopsian. It'd be hilarious. It'd be the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. So this headbutting was probably just like a first line of defense against predators that lived in the Cretaceous period. But to be honest, this guy didn't have the greatest of odds because the end of the Cretaceous period was when like dinosaurs gained evolution points bar none. They just became explosive weapons of mass destruction, and they were really good at killing and hunting and eating other people. But that's our entire episode on the Hamalocephale. Guys, if you like this episode, please subscribe to the Dinosaur Channel. We could use as much help as we can get right now. And comment down below a dinosaur or prehistoric creature you would like to see us cover in the future. We're covering every single dinosaur and animal in the Jurassic World and Jurassic Park franchise. So if you like those dinosaurs or those animals and you want to see more, just give us that old subscribe. And of course, if you want to donate, please send us some money in our PayPal link down below in the description. All of that money will be going back to this channel, and we got some really cool projects coming up on the channel, especially for summer 2022. It's gonna be some very exciting stuff. Your next dinosaur is going to be the Kentrosaurus, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.